I, 30 male, regret telling my girlfriend, 26 female, all my pet peeves towards our relationship and her. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 8 months now. 8 months. She's great and a wonderful person. It's just some things she does that piss me off. Today, my bottled up emotions made her cry while she was on the phone with me.
Well, okay.
She ended the call by saying she had to do something, but I knew deep down I hurt her feelings. Once I start ranting about something, I just can't stop. Cool.
You're already using the word ranting. Yeah. So what are these pet peeves? Yeah. Like what?
We're going to get into it.
Why
There's a numbered list. So yeah.
You need to break up. If you already made a numbered list, it's over. It's hashtag Jover. Okay. Like, come on. Fucking Jesus. Just break up at that point.
Yeah.
If you're getting to the point where you need a fucking spreadsheet to list everything you hate about your partner.
They do say, like, if you have to make a pros and cons list about your partner,
it's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
It is done.
Yeah.
And I will say sometimes it helps you. You know, it's not always. I mean, you know.
No, yeah, it's. I know. Yeah, we're being funny right now.
We're trying to be funny.
God.
Okay, just understand this is my first serious relationship. Here's what I told her. I hate how you sleep till noon on a Saturday. I'm not a morning person, but 10 a.m. is the latest. If I'm gonna do something, I'd rather do it in the morning so we have all day doing whatever.
What? It's Saturday.
Fuck you. I love sleeping in.
I love sleeping in. Slept in until fucking 12, man.
Your child was hungry, and I decided to try to wake you up, but no, you couldn't be bothered. You kept sleeping on a Saturday. So I gave her cereal. You didn't even get up and made breakfast for me and your child.
Whoa, wait, okay.
I'm tired of our boring routine. I want a sex-filled weekend getaway without your child there. I'll read that again. Yeah?
I just didn't expect, like, that was a rule of 3 right there.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Like, 2 things I'm like, okay, and then 3rd is like, whoa.
Whoa, dude.
That was a left turn I was not expecting. Sex-filled weekend
getaway without your child there. Tired of our boring routine. I want a sex-filled weekend getaway without your child there. You know, last week, we had sex twice. We used to do it 6 or 7 times a week, but you stopped. After I have my fill, then we can start having family vacations.
Whoa, what?
After I have my fill, then we can start having family vacations.
I'm disgusted right now.
That's so gross.
That's the worst thing.
Very, very gross.
When you take your vor fetish too far.
Like, I need to be filled?
I need to be filled, yeah.
I don't think that's what he meant.
That's for sure.
No,
fuck it. What? Fuck this guy, right? I don't care. Fuck it. He's in the vor now. Guess what? That's what he meant by that. He wrote something publicly on the internet.
I need to be filled. I am rectangular.
I don't give a shit.
I need to be filled. Okay, you need a better job. I'm so hard on you because I care. I want to make you a better person. She went really quiet and asked me, do you think I'm not a good person? Oh.
Jesus.
I tried to re-explain my sentence, but I heard her crying instead of listening to her. I kept going. Evil person.
Evil asshole. Fuck you.
5, all caps. You make excuses. You always have your child around and you won't work with your family to coordinate anything. You keep saying my family's too busy on weekends. I hear excuses. Why don't you ask them or ask the child's dad's side for help? The child doesn't know her dad. She's not close to her family. His family.
Well, there's probably a reason for that.
I know I hurt her really bad. I tried to make it up by telling her our sex-filled weekend getaway. We can go anywhere that is in a 100-mile radius. She's just not talking to me.
How's that going to help you? Say, when the week that you have to blow me a bunch, you can go wherever you want, though.
In a 100-mile radius.
But you have to stay in the hotel the whole time.
In a 100-mile radius?
In a 100-mile radius.
What if they're in, like, Kansas?
Yeah.
There's no, like, what? Okay.
I'm going to take you to the nice Motel 6.
Sorry, people from Kansas. She's just not talking to me. What should I do to make it up to her? I care about her, I do, but I just get so frustrated with her actions.
You should break up with her to make her feel better, actually. I think that'll be good. Jesus.
Okay, too long didn't read. I hurt my girlfriend's feelings by my stupid bottled up emotions. I'm trying to make it up to her somehow. Maybe posting on Reddit can help. I don't think it's gonna help
When
you.
has that ever helped?
Yeah, hikey.
Never.
Am I the asshole for coordinating a mass exodus of teaching staff at a dance studio?
All right, well.
Hell yeah. Okay, let me start by saying that I love teaching dance and have done so at the studio for the last decade. Me, along with other teachers, have given our blood, sweat, and tears into our students and the quality of work we put out onto the stage, whether it be at competitions or at our end-of-the-year performances. For as long back as I can remember, our studio owner hasn't been making any profit. Oh my gosh, really?
Wow.
The other teachers, along with myself, would come into the studio in the mornings with eviction notices taped to the door. She was always late on every bill. We, as a staff, have tried so hard to help her. That was all caps. By updating her website, wow, letting people pay online, increasing class prices, which are so low that it's laughable compared to every other studio within 100 miles of us.
Jesus, yeah.
By increasing the cost of the dance teams, by upcharging the costumes, by doing birthday parties or Friday night outs for the parent, for charging a little more for tights and shoes, you name it, and we've tried it to tell her what to do in order to make at least a living wage for herself. All those suggestions fell on deaf ears. She's forever stuck in the 90s with her business plan. Well, since December of 21, our paychecks started getting quote-unquote lost in the mail.
Oh, you got a lawsuit on your hands with that.
Yes, you do. Then by March, after no payments December to March, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Then by March, after no payments from her, it became a joke among staff that we were all just volunteers. We all have families, a long commute to the studio, competitions, rehearsals, recitals, etc. Gas is $5 a gallon. So after the recital in June, a bunch of staff wrote her an email addressing the elephant in the room. To which our boss, who I love, wrote us back saying that it kills her she hasn't been able to pay us. Aw, poor baby.
Ah.
That her car has been repossessed. Her and her 4-year-old have to Uber or take the bus everywhere. Even that her power has been shut off at home, which breaks my heart. But still, at the end of the day, she should have followed what us and her staff have told her to do from the beginning. She eats out every day because the power is off at her house. I remember even offering her a crock pot and showing her how to meal prep for the week to save money. She stays overnight at expensive hotels over the weekends at our competitions when she could just get a motel. I have told her to move into the back of the studio until she gets on her feet. Nothing. Since our email in June, we have gotten one paycheck from January.
Oh
Holy
my God.
shit. But seeing as it's already the end of August and we haven't seen another paycheck, we have all made the difficult decision not to return, which is a shock to our dancers and parents who we love dearly. The questions and rumors are flowing, and our studio owner hasn't been the nicest to us since we told her we won't be returning. It has left her in a jam with being able to staff all of her classes that she is relying on graduating seniors from last year to step in. Wow, so she's fucking manipulating kids
to do the work. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
That's insane, yeah.
So are we the assholes for not sticking around
No.
to help her see through this hard time, or are we justified in making this decision?
Am I the asshole for causing a scene in the grocery store? Causing a scene in quotes, by the way. For some background, I met my ex-boyfriend when we were in the 5th grade. So obviously I know him and how he operates. In our college years, things changed. He grew disconnected and kept talking to himself. And I assumed he was just grieving his sister, and I did hope that he'd hopefully get over it. Then one day he started talking to me about these dreams he had and how they started coming true one after the other, but in no particular order. I tried to explain to him how impossible this was, and even did some research and set up a small explanation sit-down for the both of us.
What?
He told me to forget it and didn't bring it up again after that. He started becoming sadder and sadder and kept ranting to my best friend about these dreams because she wouldn't stop indulging him, and eventually I cut her off from listening to him and stopped letting them speak because she kept telling him to try and, quote, prevent things. I told him to get new hobbies and things because they may just be directly affecting how he sees the world. He was into horror at the time. Eventually, he broke up with me and told me I just kept trying to change him, and he kicked me out of our shared apartment. That leads us to this afternoon. I'm in the grocery store, and I see my old best friend, him, and 2 kids. I'm considerably pissed because she knew how much I loved him. When I confronted them, they laughed at me and said I was ridiculous for making their, quote, peaceful life all about me. I called her a heartless monster, and we got into a shouting match before the security forced me to leave.
Are you 12?
Not only was I forced to leave my cart full of groceries behind, but I then saw they both made posts talking about how grateful they were for one another. They're beyond petty for doing this to me, and I feel I was in the right to be upset.
You're 12.
Am I the asshole for this?
Yeah. Am I the asshole for son/daughter-in-law vacation drama? I have an adult son, lovely daughter-in-law, and 2 grandchildren, as well as a devoted wife. Generally, we get along well.
That's not a good sign. Well, for the most part, there's something.
Yeah. Every 2 to 3 years, my daughter-in-law's family take their adult children and grandchildren on a week-long vacation. A cruise, a beach trip, Disney World, whatever. Obviously, this includes my son and his family. The problem is, my wife is increasingly jealous that we don't also have these vacations with our son/grandchildren. When we broached the subject with him, he mentioned that he and his wife don't have much disposable income, can only attend these vacations because his in-laws pay.
Oh, okay.
So, I got confused the first time I read this. So, they have a son, the son's wife's family pay for everyone to go on a vacation. They're like, we want to do it too, but we don't want to pay for you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
While we can't afford it, us, the grandparents, we adamantly believe that we should not have to pay for an adult child's vacation.
What? But you're the one that wants to go.
We decided to invite them on a cruise for next year. My son says that they cannot afford it that soon, but maybe in 2 to 3 years. Of course, they already have a plan to vacation with my daughter-in-law's parents next year. My wife is devastated.
Well, because the other family's paying for it.
I suggested that
if you're not paying for it, don't get pissed off when they're like, I can't afford it. But they're paying me to go on vacation, so I'm going to take it. I'm not going to not go on vacation just because you guys are jealous for no reason. Ridiculous. Fucking idiots.
I suggested that they bow out of the in-law trip next year.
No.
And instead, take some money out of their line of credit to join us.
What? Oh, no.
So we aren't getting any younger. We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
And you're never
soon.
gonna have a vacation with your parents because you don't make enough money to pay for us.
What guilt trippy assholes. Oh my god. I bet you guys were great parents when you were younger. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. My son got upset and said that he shouldn't have to go into debt for a vacation. So true.
That's fair.
And that maybe we could do a weekend getaway instead. Look at that compromise. That's so
a
nice.
Compromise, yeah. My
wife and I kind of lost it and said that we are tired of being treated like second-class citizens.
Yeah, you know what? A second-class citizen is able to go on vacation every year. Yeah, actually, yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know who has the ability to treat you like a second-class citizen? The mayor. Not your own son.
Yeah,
They have nothing to do with the city.
Every time I come into OIA and it's a fucking mayor buddy, fucking
and he's saying, get on your damn knees.
And love Orlando.
And love Orlando right now.
Yeah, that's when I feel like a second-class citizen.
I built this people mover. Am I the asshole for what I suggested? It's only about $5,000 for the cruise for all 4 of them. We're not expecting anything crazy.
Fuck you.
Am I the asshole for charging my girlfriend a service fee for handling the bills? Is he?
Well, hold on. How much is it like? Is it like a percentage? Is it flat?
It is a percentage, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're an asshole. If it was like maybe $5, you're like,
well, it's not that much.
Shitty, yeah.
But it just does suck. Me and my girlfriend live together, and I generally handle all the bills. We split everything down the middle, but I get the mail. Make sure they're paid on time and all that. I just let her know how much the bills are, and she pays me half at the end of the month. Anyway, I started telling her the total was like 3 to 5% higher than it actually is. I figured places charge a service fee for a credit card. Really, it's for the convenience, so it makes sense to do the same for me. Does not make sense.
As we all know, we're actually all businesses.
We're technically, all of us are human credit cards.
Yeah, so therefore, we should be charging each other exorbitant fees.
Yeah, exactly.
To do the basic things.
She found out after a year
That's
and a bit,
crazy.
And is demanding I pay her back for the extra. It's like $50, but over a whole year, so it's not like it's a lot. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for charging my 16-year-old nephew rent to live with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 16.
Well, hold on. No, I'm joking.
No.
In February, my 16-year-old nephew moved out of my younger sister's home and came to live with me. My sister has 4 other kids with my nephew's stepdad. The oldest is 8 and the youngest is just a few months. My nephew and his stepdad both hate each other.
Oh.
My nephew had been couch surfing with friends on and off for a few months before he moved in with me. My roommate moved out at the end of last year, and I can afford the rent without him now, so wasn't planning on having someone else move in. My nephew has a job and works around 20 hours a week. When I offered him a place to stay, it was on the condition that he pays me 10% of weekly paycheck. His mom knows I am taking part of his earnings as rent and has no problem with it. However, my older sister, not his mom, found out I was charging him rent to live with me and thinks I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
She says because he is still 16, nobody should be charging him rent.
Yep.
I disagree, as he has a bedroom he can sleep in free of charge and where he can get all his food free of charge.
You know who else gets that? Other 16-year-olds.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Other 16-year-olds actually get room and board for free.
Yeah. He's choosing not to live there. He's choosing to live with me even though he knew up front he would have to pay rent. I don't have any kind of custody and I'm not his legal guardian. His mom still is. My sister argues because I can afford to house him and feed him, etc. That means I'm charging him for no reason. I can't afford it, but not comfortably as my grocery bill has doubled as an electric has gone up. And he should be saving or spending that money on himself. She also thinks he's not really choosing to live with me, but rather choosing to live somewhere he feels safe, which is not with his stepdad, and that I'm making him pay for something he has a right to.
Yeah.
This point makes me question myself, as I somewhat agree.
Okay,
somewhat,
well, that's good.
Somewhat doing a lot
You
of labor.
might be a good person.
Yeah.
If you agree with that.
I know he would rather be living with his mom because they are very close, but living with his stepdad has become too hard for him. He would probably live anywhere else right now. I am also the only relative that lives in the same town as his mom, so even if my older sister would happily let him live with her, she lives too far away. I'm his only alternative option that isn't his friends' houses. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, yes.
Am I the asshole for clapping to the Friends theme song?
I'm so glad you did this one. I saw that and I was like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, alright, are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Everyone place your bets.
What's the Am I the Devil title?
Misleading title. I was ready to vote not the asshole.
Oh, I thought it was one of those ones where it's like, OP is a pedophile.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Am I the asshole? It should be titled, Am I the asshole for killing my wife after clapping? My wife and I both like the show Friends and periodically watch it together. For some reason I cannot fathom. It really bothers her when I clap to the theme song. Really bothers her. I gotta put this in because this guy wrote it. Note, there is a brief moment in the beginning of the song where it claps quickly 4 times. It lasts for less than 2 seconds and the song continues. In case no one knows what the Friends theme song is.
I'm sure there are
There are some people that don't know. Yeah, there's probably people that
if
don't
you didn't
know.
grow up with Friends or
Yeah.
whatever. I get it.
I get it.
It's a very
But
famous
it's really
theme
funny
song.
that is in like
You have
italics.
to
Like you have to, yeah. This last time, I clapped along anyway. Of course, she protested it immediately. The conversation goes something like this. Her, why are you doing that again? You know I don't like it. Me, why does it bother you so much? Her, because it's corny and I don't like it. It's a pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
Me, but why though? Why at that level? Pushing harder, I like that. Her, because I just don't like it. Don't you have pet peeves that bother you?
Makes a
Me,
good point.
not really. Besides, I like it.
Okay.
And the clapping lasts for 2 seconds. Why should I have to refrain simply because it bothers you for some indescribable reason?
You can't not clap for 2 seconds?
Apparently not.
Yeah, Jesus.
Her, fine then. I just won't watch the show with you anymore. In a serious, threatening tone. Me, you are being an a-hole and overreacting. She gets legitimately upset and mean about it. It's not a fun, lighthearted discussion as this sort of thing could be. I see her reaction as unreasonable and hard and had to let her know that. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for commenting affectionately on a friend's weight? Commenting on weight, yes, does make you an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm 19 female and a friend group of 3 people. One of my friends is a gamer who mostly hangs with us through Discord. We'll call her Lena. The other is my severely overweight fuck you.
Oh, shit.
Am I gonna do this one?
You can skip it. You can cut it. It's not too late.
I do like it. Okay, let me finish this sentence. The other is my severely overweight friend. We'll call her Denise. It's a funny name. Denise.
Denise.
We're all the same age. I have always been the pretty one out of our friend group.
Do we do this one? Because I'm gonna get real mad. I feel like
Me too.
I'm gonna get super mad. Actually,
I have some following on TikTok and Instagram solely because of my looks. I have an incredibly toned body because of the gym. Plus, I'm blonde with blue eyes, so that helps. All right, Nazi. Lena is just a skinny Asian girl with short hair and no makeup. She's badass in her own way. Denise is very chubble with freckles and stretchy skin. She's honestly very cute, but she is somewhat insecure about her weight. Lena likes to poke fun at me for being a plastic Barbie doll and constantly makes jokes about how shallow I am. Yeah, because you suck.
yeah.
We banter a lot, so I don't take it personally. I also joke about how she's a tomboy wannabe and pick-me girl due to her mainly masculine interests. You all sound like you're written by a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women written by men.
Denise doesn't really participate in these types of discussions because she's better than us, because she stated that she doesn't like mocking people's looks because she wouldn't want someone to mock hers.
Denise is better than all of us.
Denise is God.
Denise is God. Yes.
You are talking with Jesus Christ, and you're going to be the Judas. You're going to sell out Jesus Christ for like $30 or however much he did.
For a couple TikTok likes.
What? How much money was it that Judas sold Jesus Christ out for?
I don't remember.
It was like $20.
You can get a whole pizza with that.
I know. He was like, "Whoa, Domino's!"
Waiting for
I can get Domino's tonight.
Yo,
yeah.
Waiting for the Domino's Judas ad. Sorry.
So good that you'd sell out your best friend.
Yeah.
And that's so funny to think, because then Jesus is like, I know you sold me out for Domino's. Gives you a little kiss.
Yeah.
I love that. I thought she was taking our jokes too personally and probably projecting because of her weight issues. Honestly,
you fuck yourself. Jesus.
Denise doesn't really participate in these types of discussions because she stated that she doesn't like mocking people's looks because she wouldn't want someone to mock hers. I thought she was taking our jokes too personally and probably projecting because of her weight issues. Honestly, Denise has been very depressed lately, and her attitude has been sort of killing the vibe.
Is that literally what it says?
Mm-hmm. I decided to host a get-together for the three of us so Denise could have some fun. We met at my house to play board games and talk about social media. Denise wasn't having any of it. She just wasn't engaged. Especially when it started going into us mocking each other's looks and shit. No shit. She said that she doesn't like that, so
yeah,
crazy
so then
that she doesn't like it.
A depressed person being like, guys, I don't like this. Okay, let's start doing it while you're here in front of us. What a fucking asshole already, Jesus.
I wanted Denise to have some fun, so I said something of the lines of, why don't you join me at the gym so you could be a hashtag skinny legend? We could be the tummy rolls destroyers. I was also mocking myself since I've also gained weight a bit recently because of Christmas, Valentine's
so gaining
Day,
weight is bad?
And my birthday, just constantly feasts. Denise told me to fuck off and told my mom about it. Awesome. Denise and my mom get along pretty well. They talked about it and Denise left to go home. My mom told me to grow up and to not make jokes like that. And I told her we make jokes like that all the time.
Hell yeah, based mom, actually.
Lena thought I was funny and she's on my side and thinks Denise is overreacting. My mom keeps pressuring me to apologize. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for complaining about my daughter's period talk? My daughter, female 16, is very period positive, as are all her friends. She's also very open, I suppose. The incident that caused this was a recent trip we took over Easter. She brought her lifelong best friend, whose mom is very hippie, and I believe where she got the ideals from. What the fuck? Anyway, on our drive over...
Brainwashed. Really, really trying hard to not write the word brainwash. I know, I feel the energy from this post of like the B button's right there. I can fucking start it. If I press it, I can type the rest of the word
I
in.
could drive these two children off a cliff right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, on our drive over, my daughter's period started. She was laughing about it with her friends, and we pulled over to buy her some sanitary products, at which point, in the store, my daughter proclaimed, I can literally feel it falling out of my vagina.
That's kind of funny. That's
She's
pretty
so cool.
Yeah, I can like.
She's so fucking real for that though. Like that is such a common woman experience.
Yeah,
you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You can. So it's funny to hear a kid say that because it's like, I mean, and it's also funny that a man got upset about it and got embarrassed because every other woman in the store has been like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, just trying to unite
or just
over
an AFAB, AFAB person,
yeah, exactly. Like literally, fucking, if you have a menstrual cycle,
too.
fucking, no, that's really funny that like if you have this fucking you have a uterus and this is like something that's like so fucking like I don't know, if you're like demonized a little bit, you know, and you're trying to connect with other people
It's a
about
bodily
it, that's
function,
fine. Yeah.
It's like saying I'm fucking sweating a lot.
God, there's so much fucking sweat. I'm like, yeah, exactly. And I can be like, yeah,
bro,
same.
like, bro, I could feel the sweat.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. You know?
Exactly, yeah.
You're secreting a liquid.
But no, it has to deal with vaginas, and vaginas are icky.
Because I put my penis in there.
Yeah, and I don't want to think of them as icky.
Yeah, because it's my daughter.
I'm
not thinking about
think of
penis.
sex as gross, and I wouldn't want to do it again.
But it's like, period's not sex, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
It's completely opposite. Okay,
Yeah.
I was humiliated. Her and her friend giggled over it. And if it weren't for the risk to my seats, I probably would have walked out and had her wait until the next stop. In the car, I had a strong word with her about her behavior, at which point my wife told me I was being too much and to leave her alone. She was just being an immature teen. I still didn't think it was appropriate, but left it. Over our vacation, she continued to make comments. Her friend also came on her period, and then there was several hours of blaming her for pulling her cycle off. Parentheses question mark.
Wait, you don't know that? This guy doesn't know this?
This guy doesn't know about periods at all because
Yeah.
he thinks she's gonna stain his seats.
You know what this guy does? He every time his wife has a period, he just sends her to her parents' house.
Yeah, he does like in the olden days there used to be this like thing you'd send the women up the mountain that were all
Yeah,
menstruating and they
exactly.
could all sit around with each other and menstruate.
Yeah.
There's a book about it, I think. I think it's called like The Red Tent or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know. Overall, it was uncomfortable, and when we came home, I told my daughter I did not appreciate her ruining my vacation with her period talk.
Pretty strong. Pretty strong.
She told me to lighten up. Hell yeah. And
Hell yeah.
if I couldn't handle having a daughter, I should have used a condom.
Ooh.
Burn!
Get her. Get him, man. Fuck yeah.
She brings that up often, which also grates on my nerves.
Why? Because
It's just
she's
so,
right? Yeah,
so
like that's
funny to
if that's
think
the vibe that you're giving off, like,
this daughter's bullying her dad
yeah,
because he's a fucking stupid man. It's so
didn't wear
funny.
a condom. Yeah,
Yeah, she's like, nah, if you didn't want me, then you should have fucking worn a condom, bitch. That's
Yeah.
like amazing. I want my kid to have that amount of confidence.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Ultimately, I left it as neither of us were backing down, and I try to keep a calm home. But my wife can tell I'm still upset and is telling me I'm acting like the immature teen now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your daughter did an Uno reverse. Like, no, bitch, I'm doing what I want.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. And you were like, now you're the
'cause
teen sulking.
Yeah, because you fucking suck as a parent.
Yeah.
That your kid doesn't want to talk to you, or if they talk to you, they're to dunk on you. Yeah.
And you put it in, and he put it in here. I try to keep a calm home.
I try to keep a calm home here.
Like, you have any say in what's going
Yeah, I
on.
have no control. Yeah, you're getting cucked, dude.
Dude, you're getting cucked so hard you have to type about how much control you have in the Reddit post.
Yeah, on Reddit.
Asking for advice.
Yeah.
She's a teen girl, and she's a teen girl, and in the first generation, fully able to be open about things that were previously unspoken. I understand where she's coming from, but I'm still allowed to be uncomfortable. Nope. And not want to hear about it. If she wants to talk about her period with her friend, go ahead, but in private. Am I the asshole for being concerned about my friend vaping?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
Vape-nation, baby.
I used to vape. That's the context. I used to vape, not that often, but like when you smoke weed in these days, it's usually through a vape.
You smoke fucking weed?
Yeah, I did. Not now, because our landlord's gonna kick us out if she finds out that we smoke weed.
No, yeah, I get you.
But fucking,
I think it'd just be really funny to be like, how fucking dare you stop a guy? That's why I said, how fucking dare you
how
stop?
fucking dare you stop a guy from being so fucking
country,
cool?
baby.
But no, there are health risks or whatever.
Yeah, there are
I've never
health risks.
bothered to learn them because I don't want to get sad about my own health risks. No.
I think like if you if you like told your friend to stop vaping because then you like shoved a fucking like lung in his face, I think that might be a little shitty.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Let's read the fucking story.
Let's read the story.
How about
I know. All right,
get
okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hi, so basically my friend who we'll call M told me that she's vaped, and this really concerns me. She says she's only done it 13 times, which doesn't seem much of a plausible argument to me. She told me while we were at an assembly at the end of the day, so I couldn't really react the way I feel like I should have. I have most of my friends during 6th period PE, and that specific friend joke is that me and my two other friends, I and L, are married and the parents. M and our other friend A are twins, and J is the grandchild. There are other friends who are kind of in on this but aren't relevant. M was joking around, asking if she was grounded for vaping, and A also jokingly said that she was going to pull out M's hair. I jokingly, in response, said M was grounded until graduation, which is later this month. There are 2 to 3 main reasons why I'm concerned about M vaping. 1. I keep getting those vaping info ads in clusters at random times, and now they're starting to worry me even more. 2. My older brother, 25 to 26 male, smokes or does something like that. He stayed with us for a little bit last school year after he got out of jail. I don't remember what he did to go to jail, but he isn't a violent person, at least not around me or my younger siblings. I don't know if he is, and highly doubt it, though. I was very much aware he would go out to his friend's car and they would use a bong. I don't know how they work, nor do I care, but I know he used it and you could smell it on him. He used the hall closet by our front door, and you could smell whatever he smoked on his stuff, and the smell stayed there for like a month after he left and his stuff was gone. He's not using the dryer sheets. My mom's talked to me about some of the effects smoking can leave on people, such as preventing their brains from fully flowing or something. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck that. Okay, someone who's straight edge, I still haven't heard that one.
Yeah, that sounds not true, but maybe, I don't know.
That might be true. There might be something about that, but okay.
Actually, I think that was one of my teachers. My dad tells me not to get too involved in my friends' problems, but I don't mind. I like helping my friends out. Is this something that I should be worrying about helping out with? I'm probably going to voice my concerns to my friend and suggest they stop or something. What should I do? Thank you for selecting this if you did.
Am I the asshole for confronting my boyfriend's ex? Am I the asshole? I, 25 female, and my boyfriend, Carlos, 27M, have been dating for almost 4 years and have a 2-year-old son together. He has a 6-year-old son with his baby mother, Jessica, 26 female. Me and Carlos generally go to my family's home on most Sundays and spend time with them, letting them see our child. This particular day, Jessica called and told Carlos she was going to be dropping their son off so she can go out. She was informed that we are at my family's house, and she knows the address due to her picking him up from there and having my family babysit their son. His phone dies, and we are still at my family's house relaxing. So Carlos starts charging his phones and calls her to figure out where she's at. She is completely upset with him and says she dropped their son off at our apartment about 10 minutes ago, knowing nobody was there.
What?
So we rushed to my apartment, which is a 10-minute drive away. During this time of year, it was raining and cold, so she left their 6-year-old outside without trying to contact me to figure out what's wrong with Carlos's phone.
What the fuck?
Crazy already. We got, how are you the asshole? We get to our apartment and their son is outside crying and talking to the neighborhood kids. At this point, I'm upset and call Jessica asking her why she would not come to my parents' house or call me to figure out if we could meet her anywhere. It broke my heart to see their son sitting outside with just a light jacket on and a truck. She told me I wasn't her son's father and he should have answered his phone. We told her that his phone died and if she couldn't contact him and knew he was with me, why not call me to get in contact with him? I informed her that she basically abandoned her child at a house she knew no one was at.
Yes.
She stated she had to use the bathroom, so she left him and drove home, which is 30 minutes away instead of just going to the Walmart down the street. I snapped and told her what she did was not cool and could have scarred him.
Yeah.
She asked if I wanted to fight about it, and I told her that she can come over if she wants, but cops will be there to take her to jail for child abandonment and also place her 2-year-old with his father. After that, she hung up and called back later to rant to my boyfriend. He claims that I was an asshole for confronting her and making her feel like she was a terrible mom. He now wants me to get past this grudge I have towards her. He states that it was a big mistake on her part and I need to get over it so we could possibly have a babysitter if we want to go out. I told him I will not let her babysit my child because if she can do it to their child, she can do it to my son. He believes I am the asshole even though I feel justified with being uncomfortable around her and not giving her another chance. Am I the asshole?
You need to get out of this mess.
You need to get out of this relationship, yeah. You need to save their kid, too.
Holy shit. Am I the asshole for considering cutting off my friend?
Probably not.
Yeah, no, probably not. This one's kind of long. I'm really sorry in advance. I'm 18, gender fluid, and bisexual. My friend is 19, lesbian, and a trans female. We've been friends for 4 years. They've gone through a lot together. We've gone through a lot together and have always been there for each other, but for about a year now, I've felt like I'm really only there for her. I feel like she now only uses me as her therapist and second option. She had confessed to me soon after we met that she had feelings for me and has confessed again in between and even during a couple of her relationships. Her relationships are usually short and never really end well, and she tends to come to me to vent for comfort and soon tell me again that she, quote, actually really likes me.
A little weird.
That's
a little weird.
Even if you are interested, if someone was like, no, I actually like you.
No, I actually like you.
I'd be like, what do you mean actually?
No one else loves you, but I actually love you.
That's such a shitty
That's
way
weird,
to tell
yeah.
someone you love or like them.
Yeah.
It's like, it's
Sarah.
It's middle.
Sarah?
Actually,
I like you. You know, I didn't think I was.
Right, it's such
but I
a, like,
actually
I'm
love you.
above you.
Yeah.
Actually,
You know, I didn't think you'd be worth any of my time, but actually,
you're pretty cool.
you're pretty epic.
Like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, get off your fucking high horse.
She once even told me she had a crush on me just an hour and a half after getting out of a 6-month-long relationship.
That's a pretty quick turnaround. That's a pretty quick, you know, gotta applaud that.
Methinks the relationship ended a couple of months earlier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spiritually,
I think
emotionally.
I think it ended 6 months ago.
My point is, it makes me really uncomfortable since I've told her clearly many times I've never felt the same way about her. And I've been in a happy, loving relationship with my boyfriend for 2 years. So the whole time she has a boyfriend, she's like, actually, I really like you a lot.
And
actually.
the boyfriend's just standing there like, I'm right fucking here.
Jesus
God,
Christ.
calm down.
She vents to me a lot about personal issues, physical and mental health challenges, as well as having homophobic parents and family. I understand that, as I also have many of the same mental health issues. My parents aren't homophobic, but have a hard time understanding my sexuality and identity. I'm her friend, so I know I should listen, and I want to be there because I know what it's like to be alone and to have no one to talk to, but she rarely asks me how I am anymore, just rants until it's out of her system, and we never talk about much else. I used to feel very close to and legitimately cared for by her, but I don't anymore and kind of feel taken advantage of. It's tiring, and I've tried talking to her about it, but she started going off. And I won't go into detail, but I ended up feeling super guilty and apologizing for bringing it up because she felt so bad.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
It weighs really heavily on me sometimes. She has the resources for therapy, but still doesn't go. Just talks to me instead. I want to be there for her, but I don't feel valued and honestly feel kind of manipulated. Plus, I am not a therapist. Am I the asshole for thinking about cutting ties with her? P.S. Love the podcast, smiley face. Thank you so much.
Not the asshole, and also we're not therapists, but also
no, we're not.
Fucking
Yeah.